Hello friends, this is Devapriya and you are welcome to Nunia Sir's English classes. Today we'll study the last part of the chapter Physical Features of India. It is second chapter of Geography book of grade 9. And today we'll study the islands. It is last major physiographic divisions of India, the islands. So besides the vast mainland, the country has two groups of islands. Means along with the mainland, India is also having two groups of islands and they are Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So we'll study them one by one. First is Lakshadweep Islands. So groups lying close to the Malabar coast of Kerala. In our previous video we studied about coastline. So over here this coast, it is known as Malabar coast of Kerala. So southwest to Malabar coast, Lakshadweep Islands are there. So southwest to Malabar coast of Kerala, Lakshadweep Islands are there. It is composed of small coral islands. Now what are these coral islands? We'll study them later in this video. So Lakshadweep Islands, they are composed of small coral islands. Earlier they were known as Lekadive, renamed in 1973. Means before 1973, Lakshadweep Islands, they were known as Lekadive Islands and they were renamed in 1973. It covers small area of 32 square kilometers. Means Lakshadweep Islands, they are covering of an area about 32 square kilometers. Administrative headquarter of these islands is Kavarati, or we can say capital of Lakshadweep, it is Kavarati, headquarter of islands. Next is Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Elongated chain of island in Bay of Bengal. So Lakshadweep Islands, they are in Arabian Sea, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are in Bay of Bengal. So they are elongated chain, or we can say long chain of islands in Bay of Bengal. They are Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Entire group is divided into two broad categories, and Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are divided into two broad categories from here. First one is known as Andaman in the north. So it is Andaman in the north. And second is Nicobar in the south. And it is Nicobar in the south. So Andaman in the north and Nicobar in the south. It is believed that these islands are an elevated portion of submarine mountains. Now as we know, over here Himalayan mountains are there. And over here in northeast side, they are known as Purvanchal range. So it is believed that after this, from here, these mountains got submerged under water. And over here, at Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they re-emerged, they reappeared. So we can say that Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are a part of Himalayan mountains. So they are elevated portion of submarine mountains, of Himalayan mountains. Equatorial climate and thick forest area. Now as we know, over here 8-degree latitude is there, and below this 0-degree latitude, or we can say equator is there. So at Andaman and Nicobar Island, equatorial climate is there. Means they are very close to 0-degree latitude or equator. So there is equatorial climate. And Andaman and Nicobar Islands, they are a thick forest area. Means they are having a great number of forests. So they are thick forest area. Now Piti Islands. Uninhabited islands in Lakshadweep has a bird sanctuary. So now in Lakshadweep Island, Pitts Island is there and it is uninhabited. Means there is no human population in Pitts Island. And that Pitts Island, it is a bird sanctuary. And what is a bird sanctuary? Where migrant birds or immigrant birds, they are preserved and they are saved. So it is known as a bird sanctuary. So Pitts Island, it is a bird sanctuary in Lakshadweep. Now what are corals? They are short-lived microscopic organisms. Means they are very small and we can see them through microscopes only, which live in colonies, and they live in colonies, like in the picture we can see they live in colonies. They flourish in shallow, mud-free and warm waters. Means they survive and they live in shallow, means deep. They live in deep, mud-free and lukewarm waters, or we can say waters. So now over here we can say that Lakshadweep, its water is lukewarm water. They secrete calcium carbonate. Now, what is this calcium carbonate? It is a hard substance, like we can say like stone. So, corals they secrete calcium carbonate, and their skeleton makes up the reefs. So, coral reefs they are made from skeleton of reefs, corals. So, coral reefs makes up the island. So, all the islands they are made up of coral reefs. An example we can take is Great Barrier Reef of Australia. It is a good example of coral reefs. Means it is made completely of coral reefs. Great Barrier Reef of Australia. Now, what are atolls? So, atolls are circular or horseshoe shaped coral reefs. Means when coral reefs they are growing, they take a circular or a horseshoe structure or shape. So they are known as atolls, like this in the picture. It is a circular or we can say horseshoe shaped, so it is atoll. So now we'll see conclusion of chapter. The different physiographic unit highlights the unique features of each region, and we studied about mountains, northern plains, plateaus, and we studied about coastal regions and islands. So mountains they are major sources of water and forest wealth. Means from mountains we get water which melts from glacier, and many rivers they are originating from mountains. So they are major sources of water and forest wealth. Means in mountains we can find forests. Next is northern plains. They are greeneries of the country. Means they are the greeneries of the country from where we get greens, or we can say northern plains they are the food factory of our country. Next one is plateau, storehouse of minerals, or we can say the place or the area from where we extract minerals. Next is coastal regions and islands. So they provide sites for fishing and port related activities. Means they are the areas where fishermen they can do fishing and they can do port related activities. Now on the basis of the whole chapter we can say that all the physical features they are very important, or they are very rich for our country, and when all these physical features they put together they make India rich economically and culturally. So they are very important for our country as well as for human beings to survive. So this was our whole chapter, physical features of India. Hope you understood it very well. So like the video, share it, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. We'll meet soon with our next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.